Today we are finally able to get our tomatoes in the ground. I'm going to show you what our setup looks like. I'm going to show you what to do if you have leggy tomatoes. That will make them very happy and grow much stronger. And right now we're just going to show you a few of the tomatoes going in, actually 2 tomatoes that do not require any special treatment other than digging a nice hole that's a little bit deeper than the root system. We're putting in our organic fertilizer and we're tucking this string in. And as you see, I have these strings that are attached to clips at the very top of the garage. These are called tomato roller clips. They are usually used for indoor commercial use, but I found them great out here. And they use these very cool little clamps where you put the string into the hinge of the clamp so that it holds it very tight, and then it has a nice sized round clip that goes around the stem of the tomato and does not cause it any damage as it continues to grow. So I remember seeing these a few times and I thought, well, I wonder if this application would work outside, and it has worked beautifully. I've done this for years and years at this home and have had no complaints whatsoever. You're going to see some beautiful red-headed, I'm going to call them flowers, because I guess they actually are. This is called crimson clover. I planted this as a cover crop last fall, and these are some remnants that apparently did not germinate in the fall, so they've come up this spring. And I do that because clover will fix nitrogen in the soil, so I really just let them die over the winter and let them kind of compost in place and leave the roots in, and those will send out the nitrogen that they've collected from the air. So it's a really, it's in my environment here in Metro Detroit, it is a very good nitrogen fixing cover crop. And from a slightly different angle, again, we put in the organic tomato fertilizer, put the string in the hole, and then when the plant, you want the plant to be over the string so that the roots actually hold the string in place, and it makes it incredibly easy to use the clips to keep your tomato plants growing up the cord. Now my tomato plants at this point look a lot scrawnier and leggy than they usually do. I've been playing the waiting game to get these outside until our nighttime temperatures were over 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius consistently. So I did not pot these up as I normally would, so they've stayed in their small pots way too long. Now they will recover, and one of the ways that we're going to recover is we're currently now going to plant one of the very leggy tomatoes in what I call the trench method. I don't know if that's the technical term for it, but you essentially make a wide hole. Doesn't necessarily have to be any deeper. Matter of fact, it can be less deep than you want to plant a tomato plant. And we're just going to lay the root and the leggy portion of the tomato down in the hole and then bury the whole thing. And the beauty of tomatoes is that your stems will become roots, so it'll be a very well-rooted plant. You put your fertilizer along the entire length of the area that you're going to be planting it in, because all of that is going to become root, and so you want it to get some good nutrition as well. This is just an easy way to deal with, again, leggy plants that for one reason or another, whether by user error of not potting them up soon enough or just the nature of tomatoes that stretch for light and are not getting sufficient light, this is a great trick to get them in and get them well rooted. Now after we get this one settled in, we're going to let you see one more, which is actually a little bit of a longer trench, but it all works exactly the same. This video has been helpful in how to deal with a leggy tomato plant. How do you support your indeterminate tomato plants? Do you grow them up trellises? Do you grow them up canes? What kind of structures do you use? I'm always interested to hear how the gardening community adapts pretty much the same things, but to our particular situation. So I'd love to hear that from you. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this year we all have a very successful tomato year. Trying a few new varieties this year, so that's always exciting. So again, take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.